you're live. That's what it says, Ranger. YouTube's like, you're live. L-I-V-E, live. Mr. Ranger Dog and I are waking up. Well, we've been awake for about an hour and a half. Brother Mark, MFJ, good morning. We just talked earlier, but good morning. I want to tell you good morning from my live Vlogcast. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Just hanging out. It was super cold. I was going to put the phone up here, but as you can see, it's a little frosty on my windows this morning, so. Hey, good morning, Brother Dawn, Mr. Kentucky Ranger. So yeah, I got a little cold last night, dropped down to 9 degrees. That's with the wind chill factor. Of course, my windows got a little frosty, so I can't really do much. I'm showing it. There's a real nice diesel pusher out there. A diesel pusher is a motorhome with the engine in the back. Obviously, it's a virtual shopping. You're trying virtual shopping at Wally World. That's cool, man. That's cool. What you doing, Mr. Ranger? Huh? He's like, I'm doing my licking thing. Yep, frost is on the windows, brother. It got cold well, it didn't get cold in here. It got cold outside, and it stayed toasty in here. Stayed toasty in here. When it says worth, oh yeah? Well, was it worth it? I need to add toilet paper. I hear that, brother. I always got my TP paper right there, so I can just reach up and grab it. So yeah, we're just hanging out. I just put a gallon of gas in the old generator and all that jazz. My generator, it holds only a gallon. It's only a gallon in that generator, but I can run that gallon up to 8 hours depending on the how much that heater runs and whatnot. Toilet. So yeah, I'm just hanging out. Mr. Ranger Dog's hanging out. I just had my coffee. I put my coffee machine up. I clean out my coffee machine after I use it, run hot water through it, and then I put it back up there. That's where I store it at. Oh, hold on, Kentucky Ranger. Let me see what you said there, Bubba. Says you virtual shopping cart and set up a window time to pick up at the store. Yeah, dude, I seen that, and they're not. You don't go into the store. Some of them, I guess, they have like, I thought they look like massive containers, man, like or something out in the parking lot. You just drive up to and all that jazz. Michigander man, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm just hanging out in the old V-Dub bus. Hanging out as always. That's my home. I mean, where else would I be hanging out at? But yeah, I that was out that window, and this window I have this car. This car's been parked here since I've been here. I think somebody just parked their car here and rode somewhere to work, or maybe you went to the airport. I don't know. So nobody's in there. I don't have to worry about my generator bugging them. It's funny because when I start up my generator in the evening time, there's like a few cars. Like on this side, there's no cars no more on this side. But when I wake up in the morning, all the cars are gone. Even though my generator is the quietest generator you can buy on the market, it still chases them off, I guess. I don't know, because when I wake up, nobody's ever parked around me, and I like that. Oh, Kentucky Ranger said something. Let's see what she said there. Whoa, dropped you. Sorry. With my horrible back pain, I just can't walk around for an hour. I understand, brother man. I know everything there is about back pain, because back in 2004 I had a drunk driver hit my house while I was asleep and knocked me off. I was sleeping on the couch, and it threw me off the couch, threw me in the coffee table, busted the coffee table all up. Long story short, it ruptured my lower lumbar disc, my L7 I think is what it was, and I had to have a operation and all that jazz. So I know what it's like. They charged me too much for it. Forget it. They charge, yeah, I'm sure. Dude, Uber, I guess Uber does stuff like that. Like you can order food or order groceries and Uber go get it for you and bring it to you. And I got to start looking into Uber and Lyft. I know I need to do that. Before I do that, I got to get my back window fixed in my car, in my Jetta. because when my ex-wife owned the Jetta, she said somebody tried to break in. I think what happened was she locked the keys in the car, and she had to break out that little itty-bitty back window that's on the side of, like, you know, the passenger side that rolls up and down. So she broke that out. Yeah, I can do Uber or Lyft, but yeah, I got to get that window fixed first and foremost. Get that fixed, and that's probably like $200. It's $40 for the window itself, but then you're looking at the labor. That's like probably like 140, 50 bucks just in the labor alone, because it is quite a work. You got to, you know, to get that window replaced, you got to tear the you got to take the sliding window down. You got to take the panel off, pull the window out, so you can put the other window back there on the side, put it all together. I was using an Uber driver for a minute. How did you like it, Michigander, man? Is it? It's all right. I do what you're saying. We're all YouTubers and Ubers, and but you know, I'm really thinking about it seriously, going to work for Lyft or Uber. You know, just part time or just for extra cash. You know, so when it gets slow like it is now, because either I'm working on construction with my boss Kevin, or I go through temporary services and all that jazz for work. And right now, temporary services is slow, and I don't know why. Let's see what we got going on. It's really stressful. That's stressful, brother. Oh, Uber, it's really... I'm sure some people... The only thing that would worry me about Uber, it was picking somebody up that had maybe a little bit too much to drink or something. They puke all over in your car. That's the last thing I'd want, because my whole interior in that car is white leather. Boy, that would be a bummer. Somebody like puked up like red wine or something like that. Oh, we got some more comments. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Just watch out for the drunks, man. That's the only thing that worries me, is like, watch out for the drunks. Definitely get good seat covers. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would get some seat covers for that sucker. That is for show. That is for show. But yeah, it's something that's been crossing my mind. It just, you know, honestly, it's just, it is kind of a little bit of a pain in my side to have that Jetta, because for you fine folks that may or may not know, I went through a divorce here recently, and that Jetta was supposed to go to my ex-wife. She was supposed to take over the loan payments and all that, put it all in her name and all that jazz, but it never happened. She got behind on the payments because she was supposed to pay the payments while she had the Jetta in her possession while we were going through the divorce. So she never paid those payments. She paid one payment in 5 months. So I was on basically 6 months behind, and I'm just now catching up on those payments. And they were threatening to come and take the car and all that jazz. And honestly, I would rather have them take the car, but I don't want it to go against my credit, because someday I'll need that credit and all that jazz, even though, you know, I am gearing towards, you know, 100% van life, you know, for when, I don't know, I might just live like this for the rest of my life in a VW bus. Who knows? You know, it doesn't bother me living in my bus. It doesn't at all. But what bothers me is just the bills. I don't like having a lot of bills, and it's not so much I've been forced to live in my bus. You know, I would be living in my bus even if I didn't have those bills, because it's just a simpler lifestyle. It's easier lifestyle. It's comfortable. Oh yeah, I've made arrangements with the creditors. I've made arrangements. Like I said, I was almost 6 months behind in payments, and that's when I got the car back in August. And since August, I've been catching up on those payments. So yeah, yeah, I've made arrangements with them, but they still bug you, you know, like they basically call me almost every day. And the good life, huh? Yeah, the good life, man. But yeah, they almost call me every day, like, hey, you gonna make a payment, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I will make a payment. Yeah, the bus life, man. The VW bus life, you know, van life. I dig it, you know, I really do. Oh yeah, they will. Yeah, they will, man. Even, you know, even though I'm basically caught up on those payments, they'll still bug me. That's just what they get paid to do. they really have no care either way. They get paid to, you know, get the money back for the company that they're working for, and I understand that. If I was if I was in that position, I'd be making phone calls too. You know, where's my money? Where's my wasn't be my money, be like, where's the money for my company or whatnot. Let them take the car, your credit will get better. Oh yeah? Man. Oh, brother Don, man, Kentucky Ranger. I know, I don't know if my credit, you say my credit get better. That's, I guess, the worry. I guess the big leap. It's a big leap. And you know, they take the car, that'd be such a big financial burden off my chest, because I can utilize that money to start saving up for the big idea, what I call the big idea, which is to travel this great nation of ours in this VW bus. And I don't know if you guys have followed me for a while or not, but my main plan is eventually to turn this VW bus into like a little photo shop. A lot of people that own VW buses, they're taking their buses and turning them into photo shops, you know, where they go to little car shows or fairs or carnivals, and people set up in their bus and they take funny, goofy pictures and all that jazz. And most of the buses, they're old split windows, you know, the old splitty windows buses like this. There's a few bay windows like mine out there, but that's my plan, is to travel around and you know, maybe set up a photo booth, you know, whatnot. You got people talking here. Oh yeah? While you're in this, my credit's getting worse. That I'm in this situation, like having to pay everything off and all that jazz. But once you do it, oh, hold on, I'm reading here, Kentucky Ranger. This is the leap of the heart, but once you do it, I know, man. It's the financial freedom that I need. Because I got my car payment, and then I got a mortgage on a house, even though that house is up, you know, for sale and all that jazz. It's on the market right now. It's December, so you know the market, especially in the little town where that house is at, is nilch. So I got a mortgage payment, I got a car payment, and I want those two big payments to go zero. Oh, so see what you're saying here. For 30, that's another strike again. Yeah, I know, man. I know, dude. And that was already, what, 5 basically strikes. But they seem to be working with me. They do. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, man. I stay strong. Man. I stay positive. You know, I just look forward to, like, you know, different things. Like, to stay positive, I think about disc golfing with Ranger, you know, just different things, or traveling. I just stay positive. I mean, we all need to stay positive, especially in these times, because these times are getting weird, getting tough, getting evil. Yeah, it was a big ouch, brother, man. It was a big ouch. So I said, in August, I've been having to pay basically $200 a week to catch up. And that $200, it got me, and it still has me. I'd rather take that $200, you know, a week, and put it towards, like, the little things I need to do here on the VW bus. You know, I need to do little things. I need to do a little engine work. Engine's fine, but I need to do the valve heads. I adjust the valves on this bus every 3,000 miles, and I need to start thinking about doing the valve adjustment again. But those adjusters are starting to get worn out, so I need to replace those adjusters. The back CV boots in the back here I need to replace. Rob's having issues as well, huh? Man, it's just, unfortunately, it's life with a lot of folks, you know. And it all started with a divorce. It's crazy how a divorce will screw a person up, you know. Michigander, man, dude, I'm sorry, man, that you're having hard times. We're all having hard times, man, it seems like, but we gotta stay positive. We gotta stay focused at the light of the end of the tunnel. And like little things, you know, keep me, it's the little things that keep me, you know, positive. Like last night, you know, Adam the Woo's, you know, live stream, that was groovy. You know, this is like, you know, a lot of people, you know, get bummed in life and all that, and they found Adam the Woo because they're bummed, and it turns their life around because he's so positive. And that is a groovy thing, man. That's exactly why I do my YouTube videos, because, you know, this VW bus, it's nothing but positivity. You can't sit in it without feeling good. I mean, look at it. I mean, look at my bus. I mean, look at all the colors in it. I mean, look at that. How can you not sit? I know I got this red dull curtain up, but that's just to keep the warmth in. But how can you not sit in this VW bus and not feel good? You know, that's Congroy. That's a real good dude right there. But yeah, how can you not sit in this old VW bus and not be happy? You know, and that's why I do YouTube. That's when I started YouTube. It took me a little bit to figure out what kind of content I want. I knew it wanted to be around the VW bus and all that jazz, but it took me a while to figure out, and I'm still figuring out what kind of content I want to put out. You know, like when I first started, I would do little episodes, especially when I was traveling Route 66 to California. It would be episodes, and those are all on my playlist if you want to go check out my adventures down Route 66 west to California. So, and then I started doing these daily vlogs a little over a year ago, and that was inspired by Mr. Adam the Woo, because he does daily vlogs every day. Oh, we got some more people talking. Let's see what we got here. Sorry, I get a yip yapping, and yep, it will get better over time, brother man. Every day. I mean, it does. It does. It does. I mean, but back to my daily vlogs. Every day, you know, I put those out, and I just try to, you know, share a little bit of my life, you know, even though it might be a bummer day, it might be a good day. I just try to share a little part of my life and adventures around my VW bus. Yes, sir, we all have our good days and bad days, brother Don. That's how I talk about Mr. Ranger. Yeah, Mr. Ranger's getting up there in the age, and some days he has good days, and some days he has bad days. That's with his hips. That's with his hip. Oh, yeah, Mr. Ranger, that feel good, huh? I'll pat Ranger on the old head for you, Brother Don. Pat the old Ranger on the head. Yeah. Yes, Brother Don. Sharing positive energy, because, you know, you put that energy in the world, you put it out there, it's gonna grow, it's gonna flourish, it's gonna grow, it's gonna shed the light out there. Same thing with negativity. You know, negativity is the same way, but it seems like negativity spreads a lot quicker than positivity. Maybe it's just how the world works, I don't know. That's why it's very important to shed the positivity out there. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Oh, he reminds you of your puppy dog Jake. Yeah, Ranger is he's, I want to say he's like 95% lab or 90% lab, maybe 10% boxer. His boxer, you can tell in his feet, especially with his hips, you know. Yeah, I know labs and boxers and certain dogs have hip dysplasia issues. And thinking positive, you know, like when I was going through my divorce, you know, that was hard, and it's still hard in my head, in my psyche, you know. And all I think about, you know, to stay positive and to get through it, that it will be done someday, it will be over, and all that jazz. So, and it's like, that's how I look about with my financial payments, you know, with the car, the mortgage, the stinking divorce attorney. I still owe her like $1,100. You know how much? Listen to this, folks. Listen to this. For me to get married, my ex-wife and I got married in Las Vegas, Nevada. The marriage certificate was like $70, maybe $80, and then the the ceremony, we had the ceremony at the little white chapel where like Elvis will give you away and all that jazz. We took the most cheapest route, which was like $80 for the ceremony. Our witness was the lady who took our money, and that was our marriage. So it was like, what, a little under $200 to get married. Dang, Kentucky Ranger, $3,600. Yeah, it was like less than $200 for me to get married. But for me to get divorced, it's about $2,000. It's like smack right in the face, you know, like it was crazy. It was crazy. And then when the divorce first, you know, when I first got the papers and had to go to the first court, I didn't have an attorney at the time. And my ex-wife's attorney was like, oh, just sign the papers, blah, blah. I looked at him. I was like, dude, yeah, I might drive a VW bus, but I'm not as stupid as you think I am. I ain't signing a darn thing until I get an attorney. And that was, the way I look at it, that was a waste of time too. My attorney, she didn't do squat for me. She let my ex-wife squat in the house, you know, basically squat in the house, squat with the car, even though she was supposed to be paying the car payments. She never paid a darn thing. She never got an oil change in that car. She broke the back window out. So, yeah, that was all negativity towards me. And it's still kind of rolling through there, but I stay positive. You know, I go out and play disc golf, and I work a lot of those issues out playing disc golf, because you can throw a frisbee as hard as you want, as far as you want, and just imagine all your problems and all your emotions going away with that disc. You just throw those dang things away with that disc, and that's what I do. That's why I play a lot of disc golf. That's why today, if I don't have any work, dang straight, I'm going out and playing some disc golf this morning. Even though it's going to be like 48 degrees, 50 degrees is the high today, I'm going to go play. Because I hate stewing in negativity thought. Like, if I don't have any work, I'll be like, no work, my financial situation, I'll go play disc golf, everything will be fine. Be like, it will get better, I'll have work eventually, and it is what it is, you know, it is what it is, you know. Some people say, and I know some people don't talk religion, I don't talk religion or politics, but I do believe in this, just let go and let God. You know, sometimes we got to just fight that let go and let God. Like you, Kentucky Ranger, the big step on the Jetta. You know, maybe I should just let them come and get it. You know, come and get that Jetta. And I don't, you know, I got to think about that. Because I utilize that Jetta on the weekends when I go drive to see my mom. Like this weekend, I won't be going to see my mom because honestly, I can't afford it. That's just a straight up fact, Jack. Is I can't afford it. The work I have done, I won't be paid for until Tuesday. So the cash I got, you know, I have to let it stretch out, thin out as much as I can, so I can live. So that's why I ain't going to mom's this weekend. I'll just be chilling in the old VW bus. My boss, Kevin, he's offered me to come out and hang out at his house and use the electricity and all that, but you know, the way I was raised is there's nothing, you know, you don't take nothing for granted and nothing for free. Love you too, Brother Mark. Love you too. But you never take anything for granted. And, you know, I don't want my boss to think I'm taking anything for granted. I think that's how Daryl, my friend Daryl, he's my friend at the Good Karma Garage, I think that's how I started thinking. Even though he told me I can live there rent-free and work around the property until I get on my feet, he still had me leave, you know. I mean, I left, you know, back in November, you know. He just came up to me and said, hey, it's time for you maybe to head on down the road. Didn't really give me too much of an explanation, you know, and all that jazz. It's time to go. That made me feel like, you know, my values, like, it hurt a lot. Because the way I was raised, you don't take handouts, you know. You work for what you have. You work hard, and that's just the way it is. That's why, yeah, I have a Patreon that I started way back when I started this channel back in 2015, but I've never utilized it because I don't believe in handouts. You work hard for a living, and if something happens and my channel starts, you know, making money, that's working. A form of working, you know. When people give Adam the Woo jive, saying get it. Like last night in his live stream, somebody chimes in and said, told him, I think it was Captain Jack Sparrow or something, I don't know who it was, said get a real job. You know, that is a real job. You know, it's not like Adam the Woo is standing out on a dang corner saying we'll work, or I need, you know, that's not what he's doing. Adam the Woo has a real job. YouTube is a legit real job. You're making money, you know, doing videos. You know, it's like it's like telling a famous actor to go get a real job. Telling a famous YouTuber to go get a real job, it's just like telling a famous actor to go get a real job. I mean, come on, folks. You know, so if my channel starts making money, that'd be groovy. You know, that would be groovy. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here just to shed the light, not master it. You know, show people a little bit of my life around this VW bus and the positivity that this VW bus can shed. I mean, this bus is nothing but positivity. When I bought this bus in 2000, I was a different person. I was. I got this bus and it was like, it had its own spirit. It started changing me a little bit. It started making me slow down and think about life. Even though that's maybe because this bus, you drive so slow and you gotta slow down and drive and enjoy the drive instead of getting to point A to point B super fast in today's society. In the bus, you're getting to point A to B, but you're going point A, C, D, 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 E, F, G till you get to B, and you got to enjoy that. And that's what this bus has taught me, just to slow down and enjoy it, you know? Really. I'm going to flip you guys back around and give you some ambiance here, some ambiance. For you fine folks that don't know, this picture is my dad. Back in the 60s, he was a rodeo. He rode bulls and whatnot. He was a good man, real true roughneck. Oh, Michigander, yeah. When I first started my YouTube channel, I had the exact same thing with a lot of people, and I still get that flack. I had a lot, you know, a lot of people, especially when my pops passed away, and I came back for the, you know, and seen a lot of my family, and they're like, YouTube, you can make money from YouTube. They were just like blown away, and they're like, well, I told them, you know, how many views you got to get, you know, per price. You know, I think at the time it was like you have to have like 1,000 views to get paid $5. It might even be less than that. And they were just like, that won't make money. Of course it won't. But they didn't get it. They didn't understand why I was doing what I was doing. And then I started selling shirts, not through Spreadshirt, because Spreadshirt takes a big profit, and it's actually a lot of work to work through Spreadshirt and make some money. So I got a hold of a good friend of mine who's a screen printer, and he started making shirts for me. And so when I traveled Route 66, I was selling t-shirts. And that's a great way to make money when you're selling t-shirts. It really is, especially on the road. So, is YouTube a legit job? Yes, it is. Let's see what's going on outside here. I probably still got frost on the old window. Yeah. It got even more frostier. You can't even see us. So you can see that sun coming up over there. Look at that. Boy, it's going to be a bright sun out there. Let me put my blanket back up here. Yeah, that's the only reason I keep that blanket up here is just to keep the heat in. Oh, hold on, Bubba. You said something there, Michigander, man. That's all right, Brother Don. Coffee. I'm sorry to get paid from YouTube. I also have... That's cool. Heck yeah, man. That's cool. You're starting to get paid from YouTube. You know, I check my stuff and you know, I make 40 cents here and 40 cents there, and that that blows my mind. You know, it's like, wow, it's making something. You know, that's 700 subscribers. 2 thumbs up, man. That's cool, dude. That is cool. You've always had a sideways feeling about Patreon. That's, yeah. See, what's listed on my Patreon is when I opened it up, I was like saying, basically, I'll rent my bus to you, but I will be the driver. If you wanna go on a VW bus adventure and go camping or drive around America, you can rent my bus, but I'll drive you around. I'll be your chauffeur. I'll drive, and that's the way I kind of portrayed it. But because I didn't want people to think I'm like, hey, give me some money, you know, even though my content in my psyche is not worth to be paid for, you know, because I'm just giving you documentary of my life around my bus. So when I started the Patreon, it was about, you know, if somebody wants to, you know, rent my bus and travel around my bus, that's groovy. I'll drive you around. You guys just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. And that's basically, I haven't been on my Patreon account in over a year. Mark Fun Jones and I was talking about it here a while back. He goes, dude, maybe you should just go check it out. Maybe somebody left you like $4,000. You don't even know it. Sorry, I have to read what you're saying there, brother man. I get to talk, and I says, if you're doing something like a weekly or a daily show at a regular time, I can see having a monthly Patreon support. You're really, yeah, I'm working and deserve to make a living. Yep. Yeah, I do. I agree. If you're doing it every day, you know, or daily, and you're trying to do it as a living. Yeah, I agree, brother Don. I agree. Oh. I gotta see what we got. 30 minutes into this old 7:35. 7:35. That's my time. 7:35. Yeah, I don't talk about mine at all, really, you know. Like this morning, it just comes up in conversation. This conversation. I'm sure if somebody was interested or curious to see if the Westphalia Chronicles has one, they can easily find it. But there's not much on there. Heck, see, and that's groovy, brother Mark. Same thing. That's when I started the Patreon. You know, if somebody donated, I was gonna send them a shirt or really cool postcards or just something, you know. And that's still the fact, you know. If I was to go down that route, you know, I have a whole plethora. I wish I knew where they were at. They're somewhere in here of postcards down Route 66, you know, and other places. I wonder where those postcards are at. Not that. I'd have to go look through my stuff. I have not a clue where those postcards are at. I know they're in here in the bus somewhere. Somewhere. But where, I really don't know. I'd have to look for them. But I got all kinds of postcards that I've collected through the years from Route 66 and different places. And I was like, you know, that'd be cool to send somebody on Patreon. You know, that. Yeah, that's cool, brother Don. I missed your video game. That is cool. I like to see how people, you know, put their video games, you know, on YouTube live, and that's really cool. I was a big gamer. I come from the Nintendo generation. I was one of the first people on my block to have a Nintendo. The neighbor across the street had the first Nintendo on my block, and then I got one, and then so on and so on. But see, I come from the Nintendo generation, the original Nintendo that had the robot. You know, you played Gyromite with that sucker. You tried to play Gyromite. But yeah, I was a big gamer. A big, super duper gamer all the way up until 2009. What happened in 2009? Well, I was playing Nintendo Wii. You know, the one where you do this with the controllers and all that jazz. And I was playing tennis with my ex-wife, and I hit the lamp shade on the fan that was above me, the ceiling fan, and I basically cut the end starting about here of my finger almost off, because I hit that light shade, and that was glass, thick glass, and I mean, it was hanging. It was hanging right there, and I had to go to the hospital, and they put a pin in my finger, like it went in here and went all the way down. It looked like The pin was like a paperclip size. Went all the way down in there. Oh, I'm gonna get. I keep chit chatting off. Let's see what you guys saying. That's cool. Oh, you would love Route 66, Michigander man. There is so much to see on Route 66. When I drove Route 66 from Oklahoma City to Los Angeles, I took 9 days. I could have took a lot longer getting there, and I actually shaved it off by 2 days because I wanted to get to the disc golf tournament. I was going on my way to a disc golf tournament in Southern California, but I wanted to get there a little early to practice and hang out with friends. Oh. Yeah, the only equipment I have, brother man, is my phone. I don't even have like I used to have a selfie stick. I had a selfie stick that I bought in the corner of Winslow, Arizona, when I went to Winslow in the bus back in 2015, because it was like, that was like the height of the selfie stick freaking craze. So I bought one, and I don't know where it's at. I think it's actually put up in my storage, because I don't use a selfie stick. It's like, to me, I like holding the phone. It's like gonzo style vlogging to me, when you're like, you got the phone, you're moving around and all that jazz. But yeah, back to Route 66. Yeah, it took me 9 days. 9 days to travel from Oklahoma City to California. And there's so much to see on Route 66. You can spend so much time. You could drive 5 miles, and that 5 miles would take you all day if you're doing Route 66 right. There's a big chunk of it that runs through Oklahoma that's really cool. That's really cool. That's cool. I love old historical things. I really do. I don't know, a lot of you fine folks know or may not know, but in 2006, I started the very first paranormal research group in northern Oklahoma. We weren't like, you know, goofy researchers. We were straight up legit. We had really good equipment. We all got together. It was like a club, you know. We'd have dues, and we put all money together and all that jazz. So yeah, I started the very first paranormal research group in northern Oklahoma called NORIP. Northern Oklahoma Research Investigations of the Paranormal. That's what NORIP stood for. And we went from 2006 to 2010. I gave the group over to a friend of mine because I moved to California, and it was really, really cool because we didn't just investigate the paranormal. We went deep into the history of whatever location we were at. That just to see what the heck was causing the haunting, you know, and that was fun. I need to get back to that was very interesting, and I would love to to get back into the paranormal researching part of it, aspect of it. But I know there's a but. The years that I was researching the paranormal, I found out that you give the paranormal an attention, a little bit of attention. It's like trolls, you know, the dang trolls. Not all paranormal, because, you know, they are people just like you and me. A lot of the paranormal that goes on out there are just people, you and me, that's crossed over, and they're just trying to get some attention. You give them a little bit of attention, and they're going to bug you. They'll follow you home, they'll hang out in your car, all that jazz. You'll experience weird stuff. And even after I moved to California in 2010, I was experiencing residual paranormal activity from what I called all my investigations. I would, you know, constantly having batteries drained still, you know, even after I charged them up and all that jazz. So yeah, the paranormal was very interesting, and I got into the paranormal research aspect just to prove that, or disprove that you can document it, you know. Document the paranormal some way, somehow. And the way I did it was through electronic voice phenomenon. I found EVP work very interesting. That was my part in the research of the paranormal. It was the EVPs. I had, you know, people that were doing the videos. I had friends that were experimenting on building spirit boxes and whatnot. Yeah, brother man, they will. They will. Oh, I see more. So yeah, EVPs were very cool. But back to the history. I love history. And the 101 Ranch, when I stopped at the 101 Ranch last week, that was one of our major hot spots of paranormal research, was the 101 Ranch. Back when I was going to the 101 Ranch, you could hang out there all night long. I would sit up in the bus, put all my like the TV monitors, because we would put surveillance cameras in, you know, in different parts of the basement, because the basement's still there from the old White House, and we recorded some really interesting things, there. And then through the years, I guess the rumor around that small part of the town was, oh, it's haunted, let's go out there. And, you know, kids would go out there and vandalize, and now you see that sign saying you can't be out there after dark and whatnot, which is, it's a bummer. Man, I'm just yip-yapping 41 minutes into this live vlogcast. Yayuna, Alma, over at Yayuna's Journeys, she coined it kindly as vlogcast. When you're broadcasting or live streaming, it's called a vlogcast. I love that term, vlogcast. And oh, you guys are having chit chats. Alrighty, folks, I got to split. My mom's calling. I'll see you. Stay tuned for tonight's live vlog. Peace, love, and V-dub grease. Whoa, 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 whoa. I guess I can still keep streaming. Sorry, my mom was calling in, and so I had to answer that phone call. I guess that's what happens when your video camera is on your phone. Yeah, I thought it was gonna disconnect with you guys from the live stream, but it asked me if I wanted to reconnect, so I just decided, okay, I'll reconnect. I got a little time to kill before I gotta head down there. Yayuna! I was just chit-chatting about you, Yayuna, talking about how you so groovily coined the phrase vlogcast. That's what we're doing. We're vlogcasting here this morning. I hope you're doing well, swell, and groovy in your neck of the woods. I hope it's not too cold in your neck of the woods, because it's cold outside here, but it's so cozy inside of here. So yeah, we were chatting about the paranormal and all kinds of groovy talk this morning. All kinds of groovy talk. Sorry about that. My phone was asking me if I want to do a software update. Not right now. I wish it would do it while I'm asleep. Just do it. Don't even ask me. Just do it while I'm sleeping, you know? If it's a smartphone, it should know what time my alarm's set to wake up every morning. They're smartphones, right? 27 degrees there, huh? The desert is cold. You know, oh, what'd you say, Michigander, man? Heck yeah, go live. You should go live. Vlogcast that stuff, man. Yeah, some of my beautiful sunrises, some of my favorite memories are in the desert in Arizona. There's nothing like waking up in that desert to a warm sunrise. Yeah, Rob, do it. Do it. You know, do it. Do it. I don't know how they do it. Well, that's Starsky and Hutch, you know, when he goes, do it. Do it, Ben Stiller. Do it. He like moves his neck and stuff. I love that movie. I need to get my DVDs. I have a few DVDs that were not hornswaggled by my ex-wife that I need to get and put back in the bus. I have a little mini DVD TV combo kit that I can watch DVDs, but I don't have it packed in the bus, because when I packed everything up at the Good Karma garage, I put it in storage, because I want to have as much space in the bus as I can. I don't even have my laptop here. My laptop, I left that at my mom's because it's just so much space, but I need to grab it so I can start, you know, using the free Wi-Fi's and stuff, because there's free Wi-Fi, like at this truck stop I'm at. There's free Wi-Fi. I'm boondocking off the free Wi-Fi. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to drop you. Give you some ambiance here. Let's see what's going on outside. Hold on. I'm gonna put my shoes on. Put my shoes on here, and we'll go outside. Have a gander see. Have a gander see what's going on outside. So I just put my shoes. Look at boondocking. Boondocking is basically camping somewhere for free. Like when you see somebody post up like at Walmart, that's considered what I've been doing here at the truck stops is boondocking. It's just camping, mostly in an RV or a van or a vehicle, you know, somewhere where you don't have to pay. Sometimes stealth mode. My friend Drayton over there at World's Greatest Kiting, he's living in a van, doing van life, and he's doing stealth van living. So I'm hoping he comes out with some really groovy videos. I gotta put my hoodie on here. Take my, because it's cold outside. I'm gonna take Ranger with me. I'm gonna take you folks with me outside too. Yeah, hoodie on. Yep, that's what boondocking is. Yeah, Una. And it's boondocking is becoming such a big thing in the culture now. A lot of people, you know, are wanting to live simple, and so they're selling their homes, their places of living, buying smaller vehicles, motorhomes, small vans, and living in them. The whole van life movement is going crazy, like crazy, you know. All right, let's go outside. You want to go outside, Mr. Ranger Dog? You want to go outside? You want to go outside? He's like, oh, I'll take a ditch though first. All right, we'll go outside. We'll go outside. Come on, Mr. Ranger Dog. Oh, look at that sunrise. Some nice, that's a nice motorhome that pulled in here last night. So yeah, this is boondocking. It's basically when you're parked like this, either at a truck stop or a Walmart, or maybe a residential area, kind of doing some stealth camping. The grass is all frosted over. It's frosty this morning. What do you think, Mr. Ranger? I need to brighten my screen so I can see you guys. Yeah, crunchy grass. Crunchy grass. There we go. Now I can see. Yeah, somebody left a DVD or a CD here. Just kind of tossed it out. They don't say. I think it's just a pre-recorded one. But as you can see, nobody's parked next to me. Nobody. At night, there'll be a few vehicles parked here. By the time I wake up, they're gone. I guess they don't like my generator going. Hey, Ranger, don't go too far, buddy. I didn't get your leash, but I'll walk with you. I'll walk with you. I didn't bring your leash. It's in the bus. Yeah, everybody just decides, hey, I don't want to be next to that loud generator, even though the truck's motors are a lot louder than mine. Ranger, let's go back this way. We're wandering too far away. I'm cold. He wants to wander. Look at that. He's like, I just would rather wander. Boom. So yeah, people are kind of waking up now. But look at these motorhomes. A lot of the motorhomes. But look at that real nice one right there. That real fancy dancy one right there. That's called a diesel pusher. A diesel pusher. That's because the engine's in the back. It's a diesel engine. And my experience at these places, a lot of people who are in those are musicians, or just people who have the time and the cash to do whatever, you know. Ranger's, he's doing his sniffy thing. Woo. So here in a little bit, I'll start getting the bus packed up, and then I'll head down into town so I can get some work scheduled today. I'm hoping they give me some work. Let's go this way, boo-boo. You just keep wanting to go this way. Come on, come on. Oh, let's go back to the bus. Yeah, Ranger, if you let him, he'll walk forever. He loves the cold. I just didn't bring his leash. At least I'm warm. Yes, I'm very warm. Well, in the bus I'm warm. Out here it's cold. Ranger, what you doing? You need to go potty? You better go do your business then, dude. Yeah, people are walking their puppy dogs. There's somebody over there walking their puppy dog. I really should have grabbed his leash, but just go to the bus, boo-boo. Come on, get in the bus. It's cold. He's like, oh, you said the bus? Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to go back in. But yeah, that generator is the quietest generator you can buy on the market. People decide they're gonna split. They're like, it's just too much noise. Come on, boo-boo. I feel sorry for the folks that are sleeping in their vehicles, you know, like other than like a motorhome or a van. Some people are just, you know, that's what happens, and I feel for them. Come on, boo-boo. Oh, it's cold, but it's so warm in here. Let's see what the temperature is in here. Let's see what the temperature is in here. I got my thermometer here. Let's see, what does it say? Just about 70. Just about 70, 65 or 70, which is, I got the thing set on 70. So it's nice in here. It's toasty. It's warm. It's comfortable. Rangers, this is Rangers food bowl. Leave it down there with this water. So yeah, I'll be heading in shortly. I'll be cleaning up and all that jazz. It's warm by 2 degrees, huh? At night, like last night, at night when I sleep, I'll kick that down to 60 because I like it when it's just a little cooler. I sleep a lot better when it's a little cooler in here. And you know, I'll wake up. Sometimes when I wake up, I'll kick this sucker on. If anybody goes camping or, you know, kind of does the van life or the RV life, buddy heater. Those buddy heaters are so good. I'll kick that on in the morning sometimes, and I'll put my feet see up there by it, and it'd be like just toasty, roasty. It'd be like keeping your feet by the fire. Cuddle up on, yeah, Mr. Ranger Dog, he likes to lay in the back of the bed. I'll show you. Right now it's all set up, but when it's laid down, he'll lay back there by the window by my feet, and I'll wake up, he'll be laying basically on my feet. I'm like, oh, my feet are so warm. Yes, brother man. Those heaters, yep, those buddy heaters are nice. My friend Drayton over there at World's Greatest Kiting, he just bought a buddy. He called me on the phone the other day. He's like, dude, I'm out Wally World. Thinking about buying these buddy heaters. I was like, buy a buddy heater. And if you can afford it, buy the it's like a little a hose instead of hooking up because see, they run off these little propanes, and you can get a hose that hooks up to it instead of running these little propanes. You can put a 5-gallon propane on it. I've thought about doing that, but I'd have to keep my propane bottle like stored in here, and that's where I keep all my food. So it's all about space. It's all about space. And the only time I run that right there is, you know, if I'm not running electric, or in the mornings I just want to heat the bus up really fast and drink my coffee and warm my toes up. I'm gonna start not experimenting, but I'm gonna start doing some stealth boondocking. That means I'll be like basically staying at like I'll just pick like a apartment complex, pull in an apartment complex, park there and sleep there for the night, and all that jazz. So I'm gonna start doing stuff like that, and all that jazz. You brought a sleeper camper? That's cool. That's cool. Oh, the other heater? The electric one? You're talking about this one here, brother man? Yeah, these are nice. Yeah, I've had this one going on 2 years now, and it seems to be doing okay. I've had my buddy heater for a year now. Stumpy Warren, huh? That's cool. Yeah, I've owned this VW bus going on 18 years, and I have yet to name it. A lot of VW bus owners are like, you haven't named your bus yet? And all this time, I'm like, it's always been the bus to me. It's just the bus, you know? Where are you going? I'm going to the bus. Or the bus is where your home is. You know, stuff like that. It's always been the bus. I've thought about names for it. I've really thought about names for it, but nothing seems to fit but the bus. So maybe someday I'll name the old VW bus, but right now it's just the bus. The old bus. The old VW bus, Michigander man, is a 1970. The Dude. The Dude. The Big Lebowski. Ain't that a great movie? Such a great movie. When I took the bus to California, I was researching all the filming locations, and unfortunately, the bowling alley where they filmed that has been torn down. I was looking forward to checking out the bowling alley and all that jazz. So yeah, it's a classic movie, and it's one of the movies I have in my collection that the ex-wife did not hornswaggle. So I'm happy to have that. Yeah, it's such a great movie. That's why when like people like on the Adam the Woovian site, when they start, you know, complaining about certain things about what the Woo's doing, there's a great meme that says, yeah, it's like your opinion, man. Like, I love that, man. That's just how I feel about certain things, you know. Like, everybody has their opinion, you know, and everybody's, you know, entitled to their opinion. It's when you're trying to push your opinion and make people agree with your opinion that I disagree on, you know. That's what I don't like. You know, that's all this hoopla about political stuff that makes me so mad, when somebody gets so mad at you for not agreeing to their beliefs, you know. It's like, you know, I've lost a couple friends because I didn't want to get into their political hoopla, and I didn't agree with their political beliefs, and they're like, I'm just gonna defriend you from Facebook, blah blah blah, I won't talk to you no more, blah, blah, blah. Over politics, something that, you know, I ain't getting into it. We're gonna talk about these heater systems. These are just great heaters. Yes, I've had this for going on 2 years. As you see, I got it up to 70 degrees, and that's what it keeps it nice and toasty in here. I was wondering where you went, Kentucky Ranger. I was like, I hope he's doing okay. Yep. Yeah, the old bus is classic. It's a classic. I bought this bus in 2000, the year 2000. Bought it in Norman, Oklahoma from an old hippie dude. Imagine that, an old hippie dude. And I paid $600 for this. $600 for this VW bus. Nowadays, you can't even get a transmission work done for $600. So, back in those days, VW buses were, you know, you couldn't even really give them away. People didn't want them. And now here in 2017, they're a very sought after item. Very sought after item. When I was in Southern California, mostly, it doesn't matter if Southern California or where I go, I do keep a very vigilant eye on my bus because they are sought after, and a lot of people in Europe are paying big bucks. Big bucks. Like, I could sell this probably in Europe for like $20,000. And that's not exaggeration at all. I could sell it right now here in America for 15. Here, about a month ago, I had a guy offer me 10 grand cash on the spot for it, and I was like, yeah, right, not even Bill Gates can buy my bus, man. yeah, Una. They are sought after. The old split windows, these are what you call the split window buses, because they got the split in the window. These are the hot commodity, and then the bay windows. Mine is called a bay window because it has no split in it. And then the Vanagons. The bay windows and the splitties are sought after big time. Let's see. Oh, you're talking to Rob. Okie dokie. Here we are, an hour into my vlogcast. Oh, a little. I'm gonna do a little bit about my interior here. When I bought the VW bus, when I bought this old VW bus, it was just plain Jane in here, and then in 2004 I decided to put all this. I went to Walmart and bought all this material. This is mostly bed sheets for kids and whatnot. And I used to be a window tinter, so I put everything up like you do on window tint. You will not see one bubble in any of this. And this has been up here since 2004. All I used was 3M spray for everything. You know, I took all the interior out when I wrapped all this stuff. I took the interior out and wrapped it, you know, like this. I pulled it all out. All the walls I pulled out and wrapped it. But when I did the walls, like, I insulated everything in back behind there. And this was in 2004. So it's been a few years. It's been over a decade that this stuff's been in the bus like this, and it's staying strong. Staying strong. A true hippie van. Yeah, brother man, that was definitely the intent when I put the interior up, was to make it as me as possible. I'm always a hippie. I've always been a hippie, gypsy. At the time I had long hair, really long hair, and I was totally hippified, you know, doing the hippy dippy stuff. You know what hippie dippies do, you know, going to music festivals and Woodstock like festivals, but I would stay away from that brown acid. Do not take the brown acid. I'm just kidding. You know, it's just a Woodstock thing, the brown acid. Some people were like, dang, you must have been taking acid when you did all those colors in there. Or, dang, maybe that's a place where I should do acid or mushrooms. It's not about that. It was just about being me. You know, that's why I did everything like I did in here in the bus. Just a part of me. And what's funny is when I first moved in at Daryl's, I was kicking around the idea of changing my interior. If you go check out a lot of the van life stuff, the interiors, not buses, but just vans, they got this oak, a complete oak interior. It looks like an old wooden cabin. What about the green acid? The green acid. I don't know. I've never. Sorry, I don't know much about green acid, blue acid, or brown acid. It just, I thought it'd be BC. Hippies are far out, man. Yeah, man, far out. But yeah, I kicked around the idea of completely changing my interior, pulling everything out, you know, and I was gonna make it so it's more efficient for my needs of living in the bus. You know, I was gonna change like this seat here I've been sitting on, change it to where I can utilize it as, like, let's say fold this down and there'll be like a stove or something there I can cook on, or vice versa. I thought about that, but you know what? It's like the interior of this bus is just a part of me as I am a part of it, so it's staying the same. It always will be. There will be a time that I'm gonna have to pull the interior out again and re-insulate it all. Oh, hold on. Have I ever seen what, Bubba? Fire Sign Theater? Nope, never heard of Fire Sign Theater. Hey, look at that. I didn't know that opened. Wow, man. I just found something new on my butt on this bus. Look at that, it opens. Shaka con con. I wonder if these doors open. Oh, they do. I've had this thing for years. Maybe they was just like, they're a comedy group from the 70s, huh? That's cool. Hold on, I'm gonna sit you guys down here. I'm gonna check out this bus, because I didn't know the doors opened on these things. I used to have I used to have a bunch of these. That's why I haven't noticed the doors open, because they're kind of hard to open up. But they do open, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the door opens on the side, see? Little hippie bus, the door opens. We're having a moment. It's alright. Michigander, if you fell asleep, sleep away. With all those sleepy, dreamy goodnesses. Alright, Yayuna, Brother Kentucky Ranger, Michigander man, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Brother Mark Fun Jones, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and say my goodbyes because I need to start getting around and getting the bus around. It don't take much to get the bus ready, but I got to get around and head down to the south side of Oklahoma City and check on some work and all that jazz. All that jazz. Yes, everybody have a most excellent Friday. A most excellent Friday. This has been a fun vlogcast, as always. Very fun. Yes. Peace. Love. And Volkswagen grease.